In the 1970s, a famous study, known as the Bridge Study, was conducted to investigate how emotional context influences human interactions. During this experiment, researchers placed a group of men and women in two distinct scenarios. One group interacted on a suspension bridge, and the other on solid ground. The results were surprising. Women were significantly more likely to return the calls of the men they spoke to on the suspension bridge, while ignoring the men they interacted with on stable ground. The reason behind this lies in the emotional impact of the experience. The women on the bridge experienced fear and adrenaline due to the instability and height. These intense emotions were unconsciously interpreted as attraction toward the men they interacted with at that moment. In other words, it wasn't the physical or intellectual characteristics of the men that mattered, but how the women felt emotionally while talking to them. This experiment revealed a fundamental truth about the dynamics between men and women. A woman's emotional state during an interaction deeply shapes how she perceives the man in front of her. It's not about logic, analysis, or even the words spoken. It's exclusively about the emotions experienced in the moment. And so, science shed light on a principle often overlooked by men. What truly matters in an interaction is how you make the other person feel. Number 1. The mistake most men make. Unfortunately, most men don't understand this principle. They believe that female attraction is linked to logic, facts, or even physical appearance. Because of this, many spend hours rehearsing witty lines, complex strategies, or ways to impress with intelligence or personal achievements. While such efforts may seem logical, they often fail miserably. The reason for this is simple. Women do not prioritize what is said but how they feel during the interaction. They don't remember the exact words or the content of the dialogue, but deeply retain the emotions the interaction evoked. This essential difference in how men and women perceive the world is rooted in biology and evolution. Number 2. The biology of emotions. For thousands of years, women's survival depended on their ability to evaluate the emotional impact a man could create. In prehistoric times, for example, women needed to quickly determine if a man was strong, reliable, and capable of protecting them. These traits weren't assessed through words but through the feelings he evoked. A man who made a woman feel safe and protected had a greater chance of earning her trust and, consequently, ensuring the survival of his lineage. This evolutionary priority remains today. Even in modern times, women continue to prioritize emotions over logic in interactions. No matter how coherent or articulate a man is, if he cannot evoke positive emotions, he will be quickly forgotten. That's why many men fail to attract women, even when they have good looks or impressive intellect. Number 3. What women really want. When a woman talks to a man, she's not analyzing his words like a judge evaluates evidence in court. Instead, she's feeling the emotional energy he projects. Subconsciously, she wonders, does this man spark curiosity, intrigue, excitement, or does he make her feel negative emotions like discomfort, boredom, or worse, indifference? Most men fall into the last category. They fail to create a meaningful emotional experience. They play it safe, remain predictable, and end up being forgotten. On the other hand, men who master the art of evoking emotions leave a lasting impression. These men are not necessarily the most handsome or the wealthiest. They are the ones who know how to stir a woman's emotions. Number 4. The role of confidence. Confidence is often cited as an attractive trait. But why is that? It's not confidence itself that attracts, but the emotions it provokes. A confident man makes a woman feel safe, curious, and intrigued. He projects a sense of adventure and stability that evokes positive emotions. On the other hand, a nervous or overly apologetic man exudes insecurity, causing feelings of discomfort or pity, emotions far from generating attraction. Number 5. The lesson from great leaders. This concept is not new. Throughout history, charismatic leaders like Julius Caesar inspired loyalty and admiration, not just through their words or deeds, but through the emotions they evoked in their followers. Caesar made his warriors feel invincible, creating such a powerful emotional connection that his leadership became legendary. Similarly, men who understand the power of emotions can conquer not only women but any audience. Number 6. How to stand out. The average man tries to impress with logic and politeness, hoping to convince women of his relevance. However, this approach leaves women indifferent because it creates no emotional experience. To stand out, you need to go beyond. A man who understands the secret doesn't focus on saying the right words or impressing with facts. He uses his body language, tone of voice, and energy to create an emotional connection. This man can provoke curiosity, mystery, and excitement. He knows how to tease playfully, keep women intrigued, and create an atmosphere of anticipation. This makes him unforgettable. While other men are quickly forgotten, he lingers in their memory, even after a brief interaction. Number 7. Emotions are lasting. The words you say may fade from a woman's memory, but the emotions you evoke in her can last a lifetime. A man who can create a strong emotional experience may be remembered forever, even if he never sees those women again. This demonstrates the overwhelming power of emotions in our interactions. The secret to winning over and attracting women doesn't lie in being perfect or saying the right things, but in creating emotions. Women don't remember the words you use, but how you make them feel. Focus on creating moments of curiosity, intrigue, and excitement. Use your body language, your tone of voice, and your presence to spark positive feelings. Remember, what stays in their memory is not what you say, but how you make them feel. This is the true key to standing out and being unforgettable. Let's continue with the video, but first, if you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something similar to confirm that you've learned from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it afterward. The secret of attraction. Emotional impact as the key to lasting relationships. The science of human behavior offers us a fascinating perspective on what truly connects men and women. Among the many discoveries made, one truth stands out impressively. Attraction is not based on logic, words, or even physical appearance. What truly matters is the emotional impact generated during the interaction. Understanding and applying this idea can completely transform how you relate to women, making you unforgettable to them. Number 1. The power of emotions. An evolutionary lesson. Since the dawn of humanity, emotions have played a crucial role in survival. Thousands of years ago, life was marked by unpredictability and danger. For a woman, the ability to quickly evaluate the emotional impact of a man could mean the difference between life and death. She needed to identify whether he was strong, protective, and capable of ensuring her safety in a hostile environment. These needs shaped human behavior so deeply that, even today, women prioritize the emotional sensations a man provokes. No matter how advanced society becomes, these emotional connections remain embedded in the female subconscious. For this reason, understanding the role of emotions is not just useful but essential for creating genuine and lasting connections. Number 2. The most common mistake among men. Many men make the mistake of believing that women evaluate their interactions based on logic or objective merit. They invest time and energy into saying the right things, showcasing their achievements, or appearing flawless. However, these attempts often result in failure because they ignore what truly matters: the emotional experience. When a man focuses solely on logic, he forgets that a woman won't remember the exact words spoken. What will stay in her memory is how she felt. A man who evokes boredom or indifference, even if he said something interesting, will be forgotten. On the other hand, a man who sparks curiosity, excitement, or even surprise will linger in her mind for a long time. Number 3. How women experience interactions. To understand better, it's important to know how women experience interactions. Unlike men, who often evaluate situations analytically, women perceive interactions emotionally. During a conversation, they aren't focused on the objective content of the words, but on how those words and gestures make them feel. For example, a simple smile accompanied by a confident look can have a far greater impact than an intelligent remark. It's the energy transmitted through body language, tone of voice, and eye contact that evokes powerful emotions. These elements, often overlooked by men, are the true catalysts of attraction. Number 4. Nonverbal language. A fundamental component. Human communication goes far beyond words. Studies show that most interaction between people is nonverbal. This includes posture, gestures, tone of voice, speech rhythm, and eye contact. For women, these signals are particularly important because they convey confidence, security, and intentions in a clear and instinctive manner. A man who enters a conversation with relaxed and confident posture, maintaining eye contact with women and speaking with a calm yet firm tone of voice, is already creating an emotional impact before saying anything significant. Conversely, a man who appears tense, avoids eye contact, or seems nervous exudes insecurity and discomfort, emotions that repel rather than attract. Number 5. The importance of confidence and mystery. Confidence and mystery are two essential ingredients in creating a powerful emotional connection. Confidence is not just about believing in yourself, but also about projecting an energy that makes the other person feel secure and intrigued. Confident men have a magnetic presence because they exude stability and security. Mystery, on the other hand, ignites curiosity. When a man doesn't reveal everything about himself immediately, he creates a sense of anticipation. This keeps a woman engaged, wondering more about him, which keeps the emotional connection alive and thriving. Mystery is, in essence, a tool for prolonging emotional impact, creating a lasting memory. Number 6. Why predictable men are forgotten. Predictability is one of the biggest enemies of attraction. Men who follow preset scripts, try too hard to please, or avoid any type of conflict or emotional challenge end up being forgotten. This happens because no significant emotion is being generated during the interaction. Women are constantly seeking emotional experiences. A man who surprises, challenges, or even respectfully provokes them creates a rich emotional environment. He offers something most men don't: novelty and excitement. Number 7. The psychology behind lasting attraction. Lasting attraction is not built on logic but on repeated and consistent emotions. A man who understands this knows how to lead interactions in a way that creates an emotional roller coaster. This doesn't mean manipulation, but rather offering emotional experiences that are positive, thrilling, and memorable. For example, alternating moments of playfulness and seriousness, keeping the girl curious about your intentions, and demonstrating a strong presence are strategies that create layers of emotion. This emotional depth is what makes the connection unforgettable. Number 8. How to stand out from most men. To stand out, a man must abandon the idea that words are the main tool of attraction. Instead, he should focus on emotional impact. This begins with self-confidence and the ability to communicate non-verbally. Additionally, it is essential to be authentic and congruent. Men who try to appear as something they are not end up sending conflicting signals, which generates mistrust. On the other hand, men who embrace their flaws and present themselves as they truly are have a better chance of creating a genuine connection. Number 9. The legacy of emotion. What remains etched in people's minds are not the details of conversations or achievements presented, but the emotions they felt during the interaction. When a man understands this, he begins to focus less on impressing and more on creating meaningful moments. A man who makes a girl feel emotions such as safety, curiosity, excitement, and joy will be remembered. Even if the interaction was brief, the emotions he evoked can last for years. Number 10. A new perspective on attraction. The key to attracting girls and building lasting connections is not about following ready-made formulas or impressing with words. The secret lies in understanding the emotional nature of girls and using it authentically and respectfully to create unforgettable experiences. If you want to be remembered, forget about perfect words and focus on emotional impact. This will completely change the way you relate and make you a truly unforgettable man. Let's continue with the video, but first, if you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something similar to confirm that you've learned from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it afterward. How to become unforgettable to a woman. The secret most men ignore. Imagine this. You are a confident, charismatic man, impossible to forget. Every conversation you have with a girl not only grabs her attention but captivates her in a way that she simply cannot get you out of her head. She doesn't remember exactly what you said, but she knows that being around you, she felt something unique, intense, and profoundly impactful. Sounds like a dream? Well, it's time to wake up and discover how to turn that into reality. The truth that few men understand is that female attraction isn't based on logic, words, or looks. It's about how you make her feel. No matter how intelligent you are, how well-dressed you are, or how impressive your resume looks, if you don't know how to evoke emotions, you'll be forgotten. And the worst part? Most men are doing exactly that, being forgettable. Number 1. The mistake of men who live on autopilot. Most men believe that winning over a girl is like solving a logical puzzle. They think that if they say the right words, showcase their achievements, or appear to be the perfect guy, it will be enough. They practice clever lines, repeat generic compliments, and follow the same pattern that 99% of other guys use. And guess what? Fails miserably. Why? Because girls aren't looking for logic. They don't want a rehearsed speech or a walking instruction manual. They want emotion. They want to feel. They want to experience something with you that makes their heart race, that takes them out of their routine, and leaves them intrigued. If you don't understand this, you're doomed to be just another face in the crowd. Number 2. The secret women don't tell you. Here's something few girls will openly admit. What attracts them is not what you say, but how you make them feel while you say it. In a famous study conducted in the 1970s, researchers placed men and women in 2 different scenarios. A suspension bridge, swaying and inducing fear, and solid ground, firm and predictable. The result? Women were much more likely to remember and even be interested in the men they talked to on the suspension bridge. Why? Because the adrenaline and emotion of the situation intensified everything. They weren't falling for the guys, they were falling for the experience. And those men, by being in the right place at the right time, became imprinted in their minds. Now, apply this to your life. When you talk to a girl, are you creating an exciting experience or just following the same boring and predictable script that all the other guys use? If you're not stirring emotions, you're wasting your chances. Number 3. Women remember emotions, not words. Here's a brutal truth. Girls don't remember what you say. They're not going to replay every line you delivered in their heads or analyze the logic behind your words. What stays in their memory is the emotion. If you made her laugh, intrigued her, or created that delightful tension that makes the conversation feel like a game of seduction, that's what she'll remember. This means you don't need to be the smartest guy in the room. You don't need to be the most handsome or the richest. You just need to understand how to evoke feelings. Be bold. Be different. Make her feel something no other guy has managed to provoke. The difference between just any guy and an unforgettable man. Now, let's be honest. Most men fail miserably in this area. They're afraid to take risks. They're too polite, too predictable, too safe. They play it safe, trying to please, without realizing that the absence of risk is the biggest risk of all. Girls aren't interested in men who follow the "don't make mistakes" rule. They're interested in men who create moments that make them feel alive. The unforgettable man is the one who isn't afraid to provoke. He knows how to play with words, how to create mystery, how to alternate between being serious and being playful. He keeps a girl intrigued because he's never completely predictable. He doesn't play to please, he plays to stir emotions. This man doesn't tell a girl how confident he is. He shows it in every gesture, every word spoken in the right tone, in a posture that exudes security. Number 1. The power of mystery and authenticity. Here's a secret few understand. Mystery is a powerful weapon. When you don't reveal everything about yourself immediately, you create curiosity. And curiosity is the prelude to attraction. Girls want to discover more about you. They want to unravel what's behind that confident smile, that penetrating gaze. But mystery without authenticity is empty. You shouldn't pretend to be something you're not. Girls pick up on that quickly. Instead, be the best version of yourself. Authentic confidence is magnetic. Don't try to impress her. Show her who you are, and leave her intrigued to learn more. Number 2. How to transform your interactions. If you want to stand out from 99% of the men out there, start focusing on emotional impact. Forget rehearsed lines or generic compliments. Focus on how you can make her feel something unique. Play with her lightly, challenge her in a fun way, provoke her intelligently. Create a conversation she's never had before. And remember, it's not about what you say, but how you say it. Your body language, your tone of voice, your presence. All of this speaks much louder than words. Look her in the eyes while you talk. Use pauses to create tension. And above all, be present in the moment. Girls can tell when you're distracted or anxious. Be there, fully, and you'll be remembered. Number 3. Attraction is emotion, not logic. Never forget, attraction is a game of emotions. Don't try to win it with logic. If you can make a girl feel curiosity, excitement, safety, and even a little nervousness all at once, you'll be unforgettable to her. Words can be forgotten, but emotions remain. And a man who knows how to provoke the right emotions can win over any girl he desires. So, the next time you're talking to a girl, ask yourself, am I creating an experience? Am I provoking emotions or just trying to please? If the answer is the latter, it's time to change your approach. Step out of the predictable, take risks, be the man she's never met before, the man she'll never forget. Now go out there and be unforgettable. The world is full of ordinary guys. You were made to be extraordinary.